Illegal migrants are being expelled by German services to Poland, according to a statement by Olaf Scholz. Yesterday there was another such case at the Lubezhyn-Lincoln border crossing. Why are the German guards and the man they brought with them in overalls? Journalists have their guesses. These are maybe some safeguards against foot and mouth disease, which is dangerous for animals. How is it that on the Polish border, the German border services bring a person across the border and the Polish services take them in? Under what procedure? According to what procedure? Since this morning we have tried to contact the border guard in the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Administration. The answer came just before 7 p.m. from the C branch of the border guard. German officers also carried out actions against a Polish citizen, a homeless person. The man had lost his right to freedom of movement in Germany and had an active ban on entering Germany. Due to the state of personal hygiene, the Polish citizen and the German officers accompanying him were dressed in protective suits. The other two were Ukrainians brought back by the Germans to Poland. Meanwhile, the German Chancellor spoke on the X platform. We continue to consistently fight illegal migration. Today we again ordered temporary controls at all German borders for 6 months and notified the European Commission. Border controls have been effective in reducing illegal migration, as the following figures show. 47,000 border rejections, 1/3 fewer asylum applications between 2023 and 2024, and the arrest of 1,900 human smugglers. Germany's Interior Ministry has also published a statement on its pages on this subject. Minister Nancy Faeser spoke out, and she too invoked Article 25 of the Schengen Code, saying that there is a migration crisis and that there are 1.2 million Ukrainians in Germany. In this case, it is the same argument that Donald Tusk invokes when convincing voters that Poland will not accept illegal immigrants because we already have accepted refugees from Ukraine. Poland will not implement any migration pact or any provision of such projects that would lead to Poland's forced submission of migrants. Ukraine can count on our solidarity, but all of Europe must understand that Poland is bearing this burden, and they are supposed to help us and not impose any new burdens. What may be worrying is the lack of adequate response on the part of the Polish government to the increased controls on the internal borders of the European Union introduced by Germany. If only as adequate as the response of the Netherlands or France to Germany, where detailed controls have also been introduced. Why don't the Polish services respond? Because they don't have permission to do so. It is not a question of the services themselves, it is a question of the decision makers, their commanders, the Minister of Internal Affairs and Administration, and finally, the Prime Minister himself. However, the politicians of the December 13th coalition seem to be conjuring reality. If the first country these people went to after crossing the border was Poland, then Germany is exercising this right. But these people should not be in our country and should be taken back. It sounds good in theory, but they are not sent back. The situation on the Polish-German border, as well as Olaf Scholz's announcement, contradict what Donald Tusk said, and who, despite his declarations, has not done and is not doing anything to terminate the migration pact. And Olaf Scholz apparently intends to take advantage of these circumstances.